I'm Vanessa Antonelli, the baby stylist and owner of Nestle Baby Stores. Today I'm here in my Freehold, New Jersey store. However, we do have another store in Livingston, New Jersey, as well as a fabulous website at nestlebaby.com. So anything that you see in our videos, you can check out there, or you can always give us a call for assistance. Today, we're going to compare two strollers that are always compared in the store. And that's the UppaBaby Vista and the UppaBaby Cruz. Two fantastic strollers by one amazing company with differences. So if you're trying to decide between the two, this should definitely help you out. Let's start with the Vista, because that is UppaBaby's tried and tested, famous stroller that everyone knows about and sort of got them on the market as a premier stroller company. So, if you're looking at the Vista here, you'll see that in the box, you receive the bassinet, the stroller frame where the basket is attached, as well as the seat. In the beginning, you're going to use this stroller with the bassinet. Why? Because it allows your baby to lie flat from birth, which is very, very important. It's really healthy for babies to lie flat, and better any day than putting them in a car seat. However, you do have the ability on the Vista to adapt a variety of car seats. So there's a lot of different brands, and if you choose to buy one of those brands, you will be able to buy an adapter and adapt it. In addition, you can purchase the UppaBaby car seat that includes the adapter with the car seat, and you'll be able to adapt it. So moving back to the bassinet. The bassinet is fantastic. It has a great mattress cover inside that zips off, and you can purchase additional ones if you plan on using this very often or for overnight sleep. The bassinet also features a great extendable SPF sunshade. So it's going to keep your little one really safe from those harmful UV rays. There is a bassinet cover that is designed to keep wind out and other weather elements. So if you have a winter baby, this is fantastic. You'll see in the back of the bassinet, it zips open and you can lift it up for extra airflow and ventilation. Great for those summer babies. To remove the bassinet, you simply lift up on the back, pick it up, and you'll see that underneath there's a panel. This panel opens. Again, great for extra airflow so that bassinet stays nice and cool, and also good for overnight sleep, so you know that air is constantly flowing through the bassinet. So that's your bassinet. The bassinet comes with the mosquito net. So if you're, going to be having a summer baby and you want to keep bugs out, it's great. But it's also good for those people that have wandering fingers and want to try to touch your baby. It includes the mosquito net, and you can pop that on there and just keep those hands out from touching your newborn. Moving on to the frame. I want you to see that the frame is available two ways. It's available in black, which we have here. Black is on 3 different color strollers. The tangerine stroller, the black stroller, and the silver stroller. That'll give you a black frame. The remainder of the colors come in a silver frame. It's just a personal preference, an option for you, whatever fits your preference better. You'll see that in the back, there is a foot brake. Super easy to lock and unlock. There's also an extendable handlebar, simply by pushing in the center over here. Great for parents of different heights. There is an enormous basket. It's one of the greatest selling points for us for an UppaBaby Vista. People love that they can throw a lot of items in that basket and head out for the day and not have to go back to their car or their home to restock. I will tell you that there is a bar in the center of the basket, so it does not stop you from being able to fit items in, but I just want to point that out because some people have noticed it and pointed it out to us. There's also a really easy fold. You push right here, push in, and the stroller folds. You'll notice that the basket does close when you're folding it, so keep in mind that you really won't be able to keep many items in the basket when you're closing it. So if you plan on opening and closing it a lot, you want to put like a diaper bag in there, not lots of little items that you're constantly going to have to be taking in. Simply unlock it by unlocking the side lock and lift up. Now, at about 6 months, you're going to start utilizing the seat. You're going to utilize the seat facing you, most likely, because little babies still want to face their mommies and daddies. You'll see that there is a bumper bar included. The bumper bar is great. It pivots from either side, so it's really easy to get your baby in and out. It's also fantastic for putting toys on. Toys, pacifiers, Sophie the giraffe, things like that you can hang off of the bumper bar. As well as the fact that the bumper bar has this cover on it that you can zip off. That's good because some little babies do bite on that, drool on it, and you may want to clean it. So it's just a great extra feature. Same great Sun Canopy on the seat that is on the bassinet. Just additional sun protection for your child. Peekaboo window, extra airflow, and very easy to recline, simply by pulling up on the back. It does have multiple positions. The flattest of the positions is not 100% flat, so I would not put a newborn in here. I'd still utilize the bassinet for a newborn, but it is really comfortable for a child that's about 6 months or more to get some great naps. Additionally, you have an adjustable footrest, so you can move it to where you feel comfortable with it or where your child's little legs feel comfortable with it. And when the time comes, you can reverse the seat with ease. Simply push down, flip it around, not with your baby in it, and push down. Now keep in mind that this stroller does fold with the seat on in the forward-facing position. Same exact fold that you can do with the seat on. And to open it, same thing. The stroller is about 26 pounds, so it is on the higher end of weight of strollers, but if you pop the seat off, it's really not that heavy to throw into your trunk in your car. That is the UppaBaby Vista. Now moving on to the UppaBaby Cruz. It's only been a little over a year that the Cruz came out. The Cruz sort of answers those needs of parents that don't require as big of wheels as the Vista. The Vista does have foam tires, so they're not going to go flat, they're not going to puncture, and you're not going to have to replace them. It's not like a bike tire. Way better, way more convenient. The Cruz has the same type of tires, but they are smaller. So you're probably saying to yourself, well, wait a minute, are these tires really going to get me where I need to go? And the answer is, it depends on where you're going. If you're going somewhere like soccer fields and places that are going to have a little bit more of a rougher surface, the beach, the mountains, things like that, you're probably going to want to stick with the Vista. But if your life is more like a suburban life, which is around regular streets, indoors, outdoors, but not more terrains than the average person kind of hits every day, the Cruz might be the right answer for you. I want to point out some of the differences because I think that's important. First and foremost is the weight. It's about 4 pounds less than a Vista is, and that weight is probably in the tire, so that's where that extra weight is coming from in the Vista. You'll see that it does have the same great extendable sunshade, a great peekaboo window, and it reclines in the same manner from behind the seat. The one thing you will notice is that it's one notch more inclined than a Vista is, meaning that the Cruz is not going to recline as flat, but in my opinion, it's still flat enough to put a toddler in that wants to take a nap. You'll also see that the footrest is the same level of adjustability as the Vista is. And I didn't point this out, but I guess it's important to show that both strollers have the ability to push the canopy up higher. It slides right up on this bar right here, giving more room and more head height for a child that happens to be growing and needs that head height. Same thing with flipping it around. And it does have a variety of car seat adaptability as well. So you're probably saying, well, wait a minute, Vanessa. You just said to me that I shouldn't use the car seat that often. So if this doesn't recline flat, what are my options? And that's probably the major difference between the two strollers. The Cruz is, the two people that I find that purchase the Cruz are the people that are purchasing it for newborns and plan to purchase separately the bassinet. So with the Vista, the bassinet is included. With the Cruz, the bassinet is sold separately and it's optional. I would still suggest getting it if you have a brand new child that you're going to be putting in there from birth. However, I do find that a lot of people will come to us and say, I absolutely hate the stroller that I purchased, which might I add was likely not purchased from our store because all of our customers love their strollers, but they absolutely hate their stroller and they want to purchase a new stroller for a child that's already past bassinet age. So they purchase the Cruz because they don't need the bassinet. They're already working with a child that's already about 6 months old. So they purchase the Cruz and they use it for the older child. Totally makes sense, and it encompasses everything that they need. You can also, like I said though, put the car seat on the stroller, and the cool thing is, UppaBaby's car seat does not require an adapter at all. I expect at some point in the near future, the Vista will no longer require that included adapter with the Mesa car seat, but as of now it does. The Cruz, however, does not require an adapter. If you have the Mesa car seat, which is UppaBaby's car seat, it will snap right onto the Cruz. You'll also just like the Vista, the Cruz does have an extendable handlebar, so it's equally as great for tall or shorter parents. As far as the basket is also enormous, probably one of the biggest on the market as well. You'll see that the basket does not have the bar in the center that the Vista basket has. So it does close a little more items in it, because when you're closing it, it closes differently too. You simply pull up on these gray pieces right here and push down. So maybe you can't keep as much stuff in the basket as I thought, because it does kind of crunch forward, but it does close really nice and well on its own. To open it, you simply unlock it and lift. The two strollers are both really easy to close, and which one you choose shouldn't be based on that. You should go to the store, open and close them, and pick on preference. What do you like better? In addition to that, both strollers have the ability to add a piggyback board onto the back of them. That means that if you have a child that's old enough to stand and mature enough to stand on the back, it's like a little skateboard that goes onto the back of it. So it easily can become a stroller for two. One for a child who is riding and one for a child who is standing. The Vista, I'm going to go back to that because I think it's important for me to show you. The Vista has the ability to turn it into a double stroller using their rumble seat. The rumble seat is a seat that attaches over here on these bars. It's really easy to pop on. So it turns into a double stroller. So technically, you can put 3 children on here. Now I do want to add that it is not a true double stroller. So if you have 2 kids that are really close in age, that are still napping in the stroller and need to lay back, the rumble seat is not the answer for you. So don't purchase this if you're thinking of using it as a double stroller for 2 kids of stroller age. The rumble seat is more for that child that's a little older, maybe doesn't really need a stroller to ride around in, but every now and then their little legs do get tired and they might need a rest that the piggyback does not provide for them. That's the kind of child that would be great in a rumble seat. Now, like I said to you before, the Cruz does not come with the bassinet, so you would have to purchase the bassinet separately. The bassinet at this time is only available in black, so you can get the stroller in 4 great colors, but the bassinet only comes in black at this time. It has the same extendable canopy that the seats and the Vista bassinet has. It also has a great soft mattress, as well as the cover to keep out the wind in the winter and things like that. It does not have the panel on the bottom that the Vista has, or the ability to open up the back for extra ventilation. So let me just recap to you the major differences between the 2 strollers. First and foremost, the Vista includes the bassinet. The Cruz is sold separately with the bassinet. So you can buy it, but you have to buy it separately. That's number 1. Number 2 is the fact that the Cruz does not lay 100% flat, although the Vista doesn't either, but the Vista lays flatter. So the Cruz is 1 notch more inclined than the Vista in its recline, if that makes sense. You're going to get flatter in the Vista. The wheels on the Vista are larger, especially the rear wheels. That's good for families who think that they're going to be going over maybe a little bit of rougher terrain and might require larger wheels. The Vista wheels, the Cruz wheels, are much smaller. The weight of the 2 strollers is somewhere between 4 and 5 pounds different when the seats are attached. So that's really important to people who may not want to lift a heavy stroller. They may want a little bit lighter, then the Cruz is the answer for you. And all of them have the car seat adaptability, but if you use UppaBaby's car seat at this time, it does not require an adapter on the Cruz. In addition, the Cruz does not include the bumper bar. So the bumper bar that you see on the Vista here, just open and closes to help get the child in and out. You can purchase a bumper bar with your Cruz, but it's purchased separately, so it's a separate piece. So those are the major differences, as well as the fact that the bassinet, when purchased, does not have the ventilation panel on the bottom or the back. When you get the entire package, the Cruz with the bassinet and the bumper bar, and you get the entire Vista package, they're very close in price. So in my opinion, you should choose based upon what works for your lifestyle and not account for the small difference in price between the 2 full packages. Keep in mind that things are constantly changing. So what you see today may not be the case in 6 months from now. So if you do see something that you like and you're thinking of purchasing it from UppaBaby because of this video, give us a call. Ask us any questions you may have. You can always reach us at 732-431-0008, or you can go on our website at nestlebaby.com. But it's important to note that things do change, so what you see today may not be the case. I'm Vanessa Antonelli, here at Nestle Baby. You can visit our stores in Freehold or Livingston, New Jersey, or you can always visit us on the web at nestlebaby.com.